Good
Morning,
morning.
Paul.
And Brenda's here.
Morning, Brenda, Shaq, Philip. And you're not gonna tell me the Kansas City game wasn't rigged.
What?
Because that was not a catch. He trapped the ball on the ground, number one. And the quarterback for Buffalo, when they showed the top view, he was over the line for the first down, and they said he wasn't. The top judge said he was, the bottom judge said he wasn't, so they went with the bottom judge. Not gonna tell. And if they would have made a first down, scored again, it's 2 touchdowns. They kept Kansas City in the game. No, I just fed you. Go. You can have him. He's asking me too much. No, no.
Now, when you talk to her like that, what does she do?
And that's him. He's just sitting there, standing there, walking at me. He's got his head sideways, give me a side eye. Don't be bucking up to me. What? Don't be bucking up to me. Don't you dare. It's louder. Yeah, he won't budge. You'll still buck
Hey,
at him.
TJ, how you doing, TJ?
It's TJ Goo. No. They told us we're gonna have heavy rains overnight. So I moved my car over to another spot, and we ain't got narrow drop. Went north,
That's not good, heavy rain.
but we didn't get them. That's like, come on, people, get this right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
get the
liked your
taser.
flight you posted this morning with the Neo. That was really good.
Well, that was with the Neo.
Yeah, that was a great flight.
The one tomorrow is with the Neo also. Then I'm out of flights. I gotta go fly. He just, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna kick him. Because he just looked at me and I'm not paying attention to him. So he ran down the hallway. So I bet you left me something. If I find a turd in the hallway, he's gone.
Is that his way of telling you he's got to go?
Well, that's his way of saying you didn't listen to me.
Mia does the same thing when she wants to go out. She goes over to the door, sits there, turns around, you know, sitting up like this and looking at me, just staring with her ears like,
Well, out on my deck, if I open the thing up, I've got like a grassy paper thing out there for him. So you could use that. You go out there and use that. Loki won't go through it. So he's
Loki,
not going outside.
Loki won't go.
He can't, he's scared. I got him to go through it the other day, but he wouldn't come back. I had to open all the doors up to get him back. But but then right by the door, I've got a tray with a pad on it. So if he uses that, it doesn't get to the carpet. His problem is he is like particular. If he is used it a couple of times, he'll get right at the edge and just miss. That's why I shampoo that carpet once a month over there. And then in the kitchen on the backside, I've got another tray with two puppy pads. That's the primary one. But if he's mad at me, He'll leave it right in the hallway.
Really, just boom, huh?
I'm going, look, and I'm telling you, I will put y'all outside all day in the cold. What is it?
Hey, Philip, how's it going? And here comes Lance.
Morning, guys.
How are you
Can you hear
doing,
me?
Lance?
Good, good.
You-
Cold.
Are you gonna fly this morning or no?
I'm gonna try. I have to stop at Walmart and see TJ. I'm going to return my headset. You know that's giving me issues,
Yeah, the one that keeps making
crackling
noises
up.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And I bought them this summer, and they are lightly, gently used, and to do that, so I'm gonna hoping they sell the exact same one. So I'll just buy the replacement and then return these. That's kind of what I'm gonna do, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna go there this morning. I don't know if I forget if they were locked behind a glass case or not. And
They
at 6
probably
in the
were.
morning, 6 in the morning is gonna be, like pulling teeth to get someone back there probably.
Yeah, TJ wouldn't even go open it for you.
Yeah, TJ would open for
TJ Wood?
No, he
me. Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's
What's
if
up,
he
Russell?
worked there. But he works at Walgreens.
Well, I see, Joe, they're introducing the Neo 2.
Well, they could keep it.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Where? This
I
man's
don't
finally
like
gonna have a Neo that works.
the Mavic 4 barrel look. I don't like that.
I don't either.
Kind of looks ugly.
And they're supposed to be coming out with a Flip 2.
Is my camera working or no?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you're calling from inside a cave.
Practically, it's dark out and cold. Dark and cold.
What's temperature there?
32. It was 30 when I walked this morning, and icy.
It's 17 degrees here. But I went out this morning because, I always listen to Joe. I always do what Joe says.
Yep.
Joe told me, get out there and get yourself some Boston creams. So I went over to got Boston creams.
All right. Way to go, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So is it too cold to fly or too wet or anything, or what's it doing there, Paul?
No, it's not too cold or wet to fly. It's just there's nothing to fly. There's no ships. There's no anything.
Well, can't you get a guy to go out and paddleboard or something?
I don't think so. Not in that kind of freezing weather. He get hung up on a piece of ice.
And are you still liking your Flip?
Yeah, I like to look at it. It's sitting over there.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't flown it but one time.
I flew
Gathering
it
dust?
the one time. is
Gathering
all.
moss? And now the rumor is, or at least some of the guys are saying, March is when the Mavic 4 might come out, huh?
Yeah.
Do we know if it's probably going to have LiDAR? It's probably going to have a little better camera. Wonder what other features it's going to have.
I don't know. I'm still my go-to drone every day is the Air 2S.
I love my Air 2S.
Yep, it does everything I need it to do, and it's what I call it was old man friendly because my mind doesn't, when you got to do all this adjusting and moving things around and whatever, I just get confused. I'm not like that young man Joe that can set these parameters and do this and do that and do this other things. Now that's not me.
Paul,
Yeah.
I fly my Mavic 3 90% of the time to automatic.
Yep. Well, I
And
fly
all of them
100%
are the
of the
same.
time in auto.
So where did you see something about a Neo 2?
There was online that somebody mentioned it. Yeah, I think in a go to YouTube and type in Neo 2. I think you'll come up with something. Did you find anything?
Not yet. I looked on what you call it first. I don't see it. Came up right off the bat. Hold on. Tech Traveler did.
And it probably says Neo 2 recommended by Joe T.
Yeah, that's right.
Trevator. Trombator.
Yeah, close.
Trombatore.
Trombatore.
The DJI Neo 2 is poised to be the worst drone ever.
That's what it says?
Yeah.
No, that's what Joe says.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJI has leaked the Mini 5 and the Neo 2. Mavic 4 and Mavic 4 Pro. Yeah, Jasper Ellen has leaked it.
Well, does it give any details about it at all?
Well, he's the one that's been leaking everything.
Okay.
Now, the only thing I like about the Neo is in the commercial, the girl. She got a white span top and a bottom, like span bottom, and she looked pretty hot. Now, that's probably why I bought it, you know?
I love my Neo.
Well, Joe does too, because he's been putting out all kinds of videos with the Neo.
Crash this, crash that,
He
right?
just doesn't want to admit that he's really kind of likes it, but he wants to keep the mantra of he hates the Neo, but he doesn't.
You see,
Right,
all
Joe?
they're saying, they're just saying, no, I flew it to show you it's still a piece of trash.
He's gonna combine it with a giveaway and his 2 dogs. It's gonna be a 3-pack.
All 3 dogs. What are you talking about? All 3 of them.
So did the dog go in and do anything in the hallway?
No, he went in there, and when I left him alone, he went in there and ate some food out of his dish.
Oh,
That's what he should have done in the first place.
How old are your dogs, Joe?
Let's see, 11, 10, 11, 9, and 8.
Russell says to Lance, an ugly drone taking pictures and flying is like an ugly woman in bed. If it works, get it done.
Ah. Russell, you're funny.
He knows you too well, Lance.
Okay, so I'm almost at Walmart, hoping TJ's going to greet me at the door.
Well,
And
the question, before you step out of your car, are your kids enthralled with the Neo? Do any of them want to get one or?
they all do. They all loved it. And now I'm going to have them film. You know, I don't know. Did you see my YouTube video, Paul?
Yes.
Okay, they're going to do the same thing. So they're
Okay.
going to film themselves doing that procedure, and they're excited to do that because they're going to be able to touch the drone. So
That's great.
yeah, so that's a real huge incentive because I'm having them edit me first just so they know how to do it, and they're pretty good at it already. But just to and then say, okay, now you guys go do this. So as they turn them in, I cut them loose and I send a crew out to go film them. So
Well,
we'll do that.
the thing of it is, Lance, is that you've got a group of kids that are interested in electronics and just love to try and experiment with new things, right?
Yep.
Where, you could take that to a bunch of kids that didn't give a shit and they just turn their nose up,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were like, when I did the very first flight and it landed in my hand, they were like, "Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing." I mean, the look on their faces when I did that, they were like, "This is way cool."
Well, Joe gets the same look from his dogs when he does that,
Yep.
But you get a side eye.
Okay, I'll be back hopefully in about 5 minutes, guys.
Okay. All right, Lance. Good luck.
Yep.
Well, the Algo Canada just left the chemical docks, the petroleum and chemical docks down in Sarnia. And he says it's 7 minutes to the Black River. Don't know what his destination is. If he's headed out to the lake or not, because that'd be a good one to get, but I'm going to keep an eye on that one, Joe.
Yep. I gotta go to Mandeville High this morning.
Really?
Drop off pictures for 2 people.
That's not too
Gotta
far.
run the.
That's not too far
No,
away.
it's not. No, it's not far.
Take off my house slippers and put on my Crocs.
Then I gotta run over to Walmart and pick up a small pack of diapers
What?
and run them to the daycare because my daughter said there's only 2 diapers in a diaper bag. She didn't realize it, and she don't have a car to get it to there.
They deliver, don't they?
No, I don't do that delivery crap.
Why? If you sign, I signed up to Walmart and they deliver wherever I want, free, no charge.
Well, I got to go there and get my medicine anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I got some pills over there. So I'll just go pick them up on the way to Mandeville. I'll go pick it up on the way to Mandeville. Go drop the stuff off at Mandeville, and then I'll run the daycare and hand them to them, and then I'll go. Then I got an excuse to go fly. Don't overcast though. I have nothing today. Tomorrow, the next 4 nights after the day, I got something to do.
Really?
What's up, Warren? Mark? Here. Oh, Mark, what's up?
Hey, Joe. Yeah. Well, they tried, didn't they? It was close.
Yeah, but that game was rigged at the end.
Mm.
Hey,
They
there-
call that catch,
I
but
thought.
it got trapped on the ground.
Mm.
That was not a catch. Then they called Josh Allen. They said he didn't make the first down. And when you looked at the picture from the top, the ball was clearly over the line.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't ask. What's it? That the manager didn't, or the coach didn't.
Well, they did a review,
Ask for-
so he didn't have to ask.
Yeah. But where did they look from? When they do
Well, they
the
look
review,
from-
did they look at the
Well, they looked
overhead?
from different angles. The top angle showed,
Yeah.
definitely showed that he turned and that ball was over that line.
Yeah.
They'll never tell me it wasn't.
well, I think I'm gonna get down there. it's, if you go over and you go to Port Huron Live River Cam, Joe, you'll see, and you look at the one, it's just about at the Black River. So I'm gonna be, you want me to make you a host or you just gonna be here?
I'll just leave it. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, JDS.
ADS.
So he's changed his what's it from first to 100th. Now, suffering, full of a cold. Last thing I need with the funeral being on Friday.
I'm gonna try out my new gloves, Joe.
Yes, a job. Well, we've got a day of the news showing Auschwitz celebrations. Well, celebrations, but whatever.
This on, what is this, about the Holocaust?
Yeah, it's the 80th anniversary.
Get some chewits and some Netflix as well. So everything's right.
I've got some of them. Yeah. Still somewhere.
Hate to throw this away.
There's
I got this big Sharpie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this son of a gun, ever since I got it, the top won't come off. The top
Kinda
comes
makes it.
off. It's hard to come off. Now, when I'm pulling the top off, it pulls the whole thing out.
Yeah, that don't work.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to throw it away. And there's nothing I can do to grab it any other way. Well, that's getting me mad. Well, I guess it's done.
We've had a
I like that one
lovely
because it's a big thick one.
rained overnight, but we've had a lovely sunny day today.
Ah. Now I'll be on for about another hour. Then I gotta run somewhere.
Yeah. And then when they stopped showing Auschwitz, they started showing all of the people going back to the Gaza Strip. Thousands of them.
Yeah.
But they're going back to nothing because then it showed where they were going and it was flat. There was one building in the middle of a pile of rubble.
Yeah. My uncle Ralph was part of Patton's army.
Uh-huh.
And he wound up in Europe doing they hit one of the concentration camps.
Yeah.
For liberation.
Mm.
And he used to tell me some of the stories about it. He didn't like to talk about it. He really did not like to talk about it.
No, it wasn't.
But when I went in the military, he told me a couple of things, and he handed me a patch. It was a patch off of a German's uniform,
Uh-huh.
off of one of the officer uniforms,
Right.
and it was the emblem they wore with the swastika on it.
Oh yeah.
and it was cut off, and you could see looked like it was cut off with a knife.
Yeah.
The way it was, they had the backing on it and everything, the material.
Uh-huh.
And he said, this is one of the things he kept. He said he shot this guy, and he said he reached down and he tried to rip it off. It wouldn't come off, so he cut it off. That's what he told me.
Uh-huh.
And he had his 1911 pistol that actually they had the serial numbers that showed it were from Patton's Army because of the serial number gaps.
Yeah.
But it also some of them his had in there Patton's Army stamped into it.
Uh-huh.
And when it was back in 1989, he thought he had cancer and he wound up shooting himself. And my mother went over there to take care of all the funeral arrangements with her sister, and the pistol was getting ready to give back to her, and she said she didn't want the pistol. The pistol was supposed to be given to me.
You didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it. It wound up going to my uncle Dusty.
Uh-huh.
His wife actually went to the police department and got the pistol, and actually somehow said that she was my mom, and they didn't check ID,
Oh.
and she got it, and they sold it. Because I confronted him on that years later when I was over there. I said, "Whatever happened to that 1911 that was supposed to go to me?" And he said, "We didn't know it was supposed to go to you. We sold it."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, that was all." When I went in the Marines, he said that when he died, the thing came to me. He told everybody that.
Yeah.
He wanted me to have it. Wish he'd have gave it to me back then.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have ever got rid of it. I would have probably shot it a few times, but just for the history of it, that would have been handed to my son now.
It wasn't the weapon he shot himself with, was it?
It actually was.
I'm not so sure.
Well, my mother said, "Well, the gun killed him." I said, "No, he killed him. He killed himself. The gun had nothing. The gun was just there,
Yeah. Yeah. That was just the tool.
I said it was just a tool. I said it had nothing to do with that, I said the gun also killed a few people in the war,
Yeah.
But it's the point of it. It's the history of it.
Yeah, true.
Hey, JDS. I would have loved to have had the history of it. I probably would have had it in the case some kind of way. Encased in a safe or something.
Mm.
Because I know that thing, I'd love to know how much it's worth. But I tell you, 1911s are nice. It's a beautiful weapon, but they're hard to shoot. They're heavy and they're hard to shoot.
Is it a revolver? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that we trained with in boot camp. When I was in boot camp, we still had the 1911s that we fired, and then a few years later, they went to the 9mm.
Yeah.
The Beretta styles. But I tell you, those 1911s, like they break your hand if you're not paying attention.
Okay, I got my Corsair headphones. Headset.
You bought a new set?
I did.
They're just gonna bring the other ones back now, huh?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Them Berettas.
Yeah, because if they're trash, get rid of them.
Yeah, them Berettas are a really small weapon.
See, I knew it had to be the ones that Justin told you to buy.
We're talking about 6 million Jewish men, women, and children murdered. 2 million of them you don't even know their names because not only did they get murdered, but their families, their communities, nobody left to remember them. So it's so important that we
I was surprised at how small them Berettas are.
Yeah. You ought to see the one, I can't show you the one my daughter's got.
Yeah, not on.
I got it
line.
right under here in the case.
Yeah.
I'll show you the case.
Somebody's
I'll
got a
show you the
TV
case.
going in the background.
Yeah, my
Look
ex's
how small the case is.
my ex's sister's husband was in the high up in the drug squad in the Seychelles, and he carried a Beretta, and he showed it me when we were over there one year. They're tiny.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You know, I should say it's just a very
Yeah, can you see the screen?
monstrous size.
That's the case that hers comes in,
Uh-huh.
right here. And it's half the size of this. It's small. It's a little 380.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I put it in my hand, my hand could cover it.
Yeah, your hand's bigger than it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing I know about the one he had.
Yeah, I could never shoot that sucker. It's too small.
Yeah.
Children were lined up for selection.
So the city of New Orleans right now, the whole city of New Orleans is under a boil water order.
Mm-hmm.
It's dipped to 27 degrees now. It's getting colder as the day gets moving. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. The only 9mm I fired was a Smith & Wesson, and they're actually not a bad size.
They walked inside, and then they were again. It's a place. For most who are deadly you seep into the chamber, they know they were going to die. Their screams could be heard beyond the walls.
I got a lot of ice on that river.
Nothing prepares you for seeing this, and being in there and just nothing, it's fear and terror and desperation. I'm just a bit lost for words.
I'm looking on Academy right now for gun safes, right?
Uh-huh.
The ones that you gotta either use your fingerprint or you gotta use the codes, right?
Yeah.
They've got about 5 of them that say clearance styles available. And when you go in every one of them, they're all out of stock. So take them off. They're not available, take them off, you know?
They were put to work.
There's 4 of them. Every one of them's out of stock. So take them off.
There's the small ones for putting the pistols in.
Yeah, these are the smallest that hold like 3 pistols. See, I got a safe under my desk that I could keep them in. But I want a smaller one. I got a gap. I've got a gap of about maybe 8 inches. I want one that I could put between the gap to hold 2 pistols, because I got 3. So I got 1, 2, I got 3. So what I need is just one that holds 3. And if I can find one that would fit in that gap, I could mount it to my desk.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was secure, but
well, my desk, my safe under my desk is mounted to my desk, but it has holes in the floor. It has holes in the bottom that you can mount into the floor.
Yeah, but
And
they
I've got
won't
them
let you.
mounted into my floor in my apartment.
They won't let you drill into the concrete floor.
Well, I did. I did. I got one of them in the floor. That's all I did was one. Just to make sure it can't move, you know?
Yeah.
But it's on my desk mounted in two different areas. So in order to move my desk, you got to unmount the safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
And I had
understand
it
that.
originally just mounted to the desk, and I didn't feel like going through and then taking everything apart when I moved it across, right? And because I was going to make it an L shape, bring the other, because I got two desks exact same. I was
Yeah.
going to make an L shape out of it. So I said, well, I got to move it over to where that one's at. And I couldn't get, nobody was here to help me. I got down on my hands and knees, picked it up with my back, and I had it on my back and just crawled over my hands and knees till I put it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
It worked.
Uh-huh.
I was strong enough for that. So I only need a two gun technically, but I need to have all the controls on the front.
Yeah, otherwise you won't get at them. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that I'm seeing, the old two guns, the controls on the top, that ain't gonna work.
Well, that will be an in-floor mounted one, wouldn't it then?
Yeah, they got one of those four. That would be perfect. But again, I tell you what, like I said, the top of my safe is real smooth, right?
Mhm.
I'll get some of that JB Wells stuff and glue them together. The stuff never come off. You can get it off if you try, but you wouldn't know how.
Yeah.
Or the other option is if it's got bottom holes, go into my safe with it.
Where'd Paul go?
With the ship that just passed. Yeah, when he left, I went to the back and left the thing with just the two chairs for a while.
All the snow's gone, Joe?
Yeah. Finally. See, this one's available today. What's the size of it? Product height, 8 inches. Get the
There's a delay in developing roads because the people that are actually manufacturing the installations decide to pay it something costs hospitals.
Hey, Lance?
Yeah.
Yeah, the product height on this gun safe is 8 inches. I went and I decided I better go get the ruler to measure, because if I measure it the other way and you're getting closer to school, we might all get in trouble.
Like the 8 inches external, what's the internal?
Oh, that sucks. I need 8 inches too much. It's got to be 7.5 minimum, right, at the max. Son of a gun. 8 inches won't fit.
That did manage to make it out. And of course, you Walker, you've had so many stories of survivors. I'd say when I heard them, I found them heartbreaking. Also,
Deal.
in many ways.
This thing was $90. It's 20 inches wide, which would be good. Product height 7.99. Ooh, maybe. They'll always buy it. Internal height is 7 by 20. It would hold two guns.
7 inch by 20, it'll more than 2.
Yeah, I could probably put 2 or 3 in there.
You can put 4 or
It's
5 in
actually
there.
it's actually just a personal office safe.
Yeah.
Maybe I just, instead of worry about a gun safe, just get something like that. A little small safe.
Mm.
That might work. They got one left at the store, $85.
My father disappeared, and that was the very last time she saw
I'm gonna add it to the card.
them. That was talking about when they talking about these moments of separation and sorrow. Well, I was very fortunate to meet a survivor.
Yeah, that way, that would, see, this would be perfect because I'd put ammo in there too.
She was a 50 relative.
I just got an email from the Civil Aviation Authority telling me that my operator ID runs out tomorrow, so I've just renewed it. All £11.13 a year.
That might work.
Time is up.
Oh, guess what I just found out?
Mhm.
I just found one that's got a height of, no, that's not big enough. It's only 12 inches wide, but it's only 12 inches deep. No, I need one bigger than that. But that would fit perfect on the top.
You put your ammo in with it.
Well, if I had the bigger one, if that bigger one would fit, I could actually put some ammo in it. There's got to be one. I'm trying to get it at Academy because I got an Academy card and I don't have to worry about it for a while. I can pay it off next month, you know?
Yeah.
I just got to have the controls in the front.
Mm.
That one's nice.
I guess you've also got to make sure it opens in the right direction as well.
Yeah, got to open up. I'm thinking that other one might work, but I think it's too small. God darn it. It's a 7.99 inches, and it's almost like it would barely slide up in there, but it'd make it, you know? It might be like a eighth of an inch too much. That would suck. See, if it would fit in there snug, it would be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey, Paul, I am too.
Oh,
Product height is 7.99. Let me check that width.
the new gloves work fantastic, Joe.
You find your keys. Keys.
Isn't that out?
On my green chest. Yeah.
7 3/4 inches is the height.
Milk bottle that's next to one.
So that is the gap I got.
Screen wash tablet in water. Topping up the screen wash.
And 13.5 inches wide.
He walked away. There was no and he's gonna get the. Many of us can be only make them speak everyone.
That kind of really limits me for what I'm thinking about. So now this one might still work, might be close.
Very important, and that's
Almost want to buy it and see.
the remarkable. Now, I know you've met her, it was my privilege to meet her. And she built
The, it was cold down there and the new gloves were fantastic.
Susan is excellent.
I was able to control the drone and on the controller and worked out great. But it was windy as hell. It was 18 to 25 mile-an-hour winds down there.
Wow.
Wow.
Who were murdered during the Holocaust, and so she, like many other survivors, go around schools.
I'm trying to buy a gun safe that I could slide in right above my safe here in the gap
Yeah.
and mount it to my safe. And I've got one of them that would almost work.
When it sounded,
I've got 13.5 inches to play with width. This one's 14.5. If it hung out a little bit over the side, I don't care. I can live with that. Because I've got a 1/2 inch on each side that it's off of anyway.
one day they are dwindling in number and they're going to fail. It's up to us, it's our responsibility to carry their.
But the
That's what we do at the Holocaust.
the height is gonna be, I think, a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch too much.
Gonna be
I
off.
mean, an 1/8
Huh?
of an inch too much. God darn, it's only $85 too.
Well, where you gonna put it? Can't you change that a little bit?
No, that's the safe. That's the height of it.
No, but I mean, where it's gonna go.
Well, it can't be changed at all because it's underneath the desk mounted to it.
Oh, okay.
Go on, it's all right.
Hmm?
Go on, it's okay.
I'm thinking about buying it just to make sure it doesn't, if I could slide it in and it's real tight, a tight fit, that would work.
That's what I'm thinking.
$85 might be worth buying it and checking it and then bringing it back, you know,
Where's it at?
at Academy.
Okay.
They got one left at the store.
And they'll allow you to return it if you can't use it?
Oh, I have to return it. That's no problem. I'll take it out the box, and if it don't go in, I'll take the box back up and bring it back.
This is not just about millions of people and statistics. This is about individuals, every person, every with their own story, with their own families, their own lives, and their own lives and stories cut short.
That'd be a better place to keep my guns locked up right there than to just leave them where I have them.
Tell you a little bit more. The ceremony will soon be underway. As you say, we've seen pictures of President Zelensky there. We have presidents kind of around the world.
I guess there's a long-winded solution to it. That's take the top of the desk off, put a couple of spaces in, then put it back on again so that it raises upper midges.
Yeah, I thought about.
Joe, I gotta stay with tradition, you know?
Yeah. What I was thinking about is seeing if there's any way to get underneath there and sand a 1/4 of an inch off. You know, so I could take a 1/4 of an inch out of the desk. That way it'll snap into the desk, you know what I mean? But I'd have to take the top off, and I'm not going through all that.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to just sand it. That would be a bit awkward.
Well, the thing of it is what you might want to do is, have you seen it out like in the store?
No.
You might want to take a look at it and see if they have a store model that they would sell you a little bit cheaper, and you don't give a shit about the box, but yet still be able to return it.
Well, it's the only one left in the place, you know?
Hmm.
But like I said, it just, I'll probably buy it. I'm thinking about buying it. And just, because it says 7.99 inches. That's what it's telling me for the product height.
That's a bit too damned accurate for me. I'll bet you
And,
any money it's not 7.99 inches.
See, the
No
internal
way.
height is 7.87.
There's no way they work out or measure it to that kind of accuracy.
See, this is what doesn't make sense. It's saying, it says product length, okay? It says length 14.6 inches.
So much appreciated.
Then it says internal width. Internal width, it says 20.35. So what the hell is the difference? Okay, it's 14 deep, 20 wide. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I've only got 14 inches max on the top. It does not look like 20 inches wide. There's no way. Because they got a pistol sitting in there, 9mm in there, and it's almost sideways. And it's taking up most of the, and it's not, it looks like it's a compact. So you're talking maybe about 7 inches there. You're talking 14 wide, I guarantee you. I'm gonna have to go look at it.
Didn't necessarily mean liberation. And of course, there was this colossal dislocation of people, millions of people, borders, rewritten.
But even as people try to make their own home, they don't always pay their lot of people in their homes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I might bring the ruler with me.
So yes, I think.
Hey, Lance, I'll bring the ruler with me because if I measure it at the store any other way, I'll get in trouble.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not sending me that. Try another way.
Get people back to their homes, get to normal life, which is why so many of the Jewish survivors spread.
Yeah, that'd be the best thing if I could get something just to fit in that one spot.
So it's not.
Because right now, if I reach my hand over there, I've got one sitting right there on top of it.
Understand that this is this was
Charles. Canal. Is that Canal?
Yeah.
Well, we lost Lance. We had him for a moment in time.
Is that in Camilla, the guy on the other side?
What will we be doing? Who will be here to tell the story? Do you think there's
Oh, just the one on the other side's William.
60 survivors at the National
William and Kate.
ceremony? Very different gathering. But you know, there were very young survivors, there are very young survivors. I don't know. I think it's more the question of the world.
Because, boy, I tell you, if it would just say it was sliding there real tight, where I could slide it in and out, but it's tight, that would work.
Yeah, the only way you're gonna tell is go over there and look it over.
No, the only way is to bring it home and take it out the box and try it.
Well, that too, but that, you know.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing. Oh, come on. Raining.
Well, the ceremony is starting now. For now, thank you very much. We'll be talking about the ceremony.
It's not raining much.
Ceremony taking place here at Auschwitz.
That kind of messes me up. I wanted to go fly about 10:30, but it's raining. Yeah, they got the specs wrong on this thing, I guarantee you. Because when you look at the safe, there's no way that that's more than about 14 inches across, just because of the stuff they have in there, in the safe that they're showing you. It's not even, I don't even see where you got 20 inches deep in anything. It says product width 20.47. There's no way. I'm trying to look it up somewhere else. See if they got something better, because somebody put the wrong thing in, I guarantee you. That's not the one.
Heading before us is a railway wagon, a symbol of the suffering of all the victims of the Auschwitz concentration camp and extermination center. In particular, it is a reference to the tragic transport of the Hungarian Jews in 1944. The climax of the operation of its horrible place. This wagon was placed here on this very ground 15 years ago. As a symbol, thanks to the generous support of Frank Lowe, by the silent emptiness of this wagon, we feel today with our living memory of all those who perished in Auschwitz. It is my honor to extend a warm welcome to the survivors. May I welcome their majesties, presidents, prime ministers, and all the heads of national delegations. May I welcome representatives of the Polish Parliament and parliamentarians.
Yeah, because this is the thing. If that's 7 inches high, right?
Yep.
There's no way. It's almost square. So how can it be? It's rectangle, but it's almost. It's no way it could be. It's got to be 14 wide.
As well as the I want to see representatives of the all the representatives of the institutions and organizations and all the persons with a candidates may I ask for a welcome to Parliament of the Society. I hope to learn over the years driving around in the sciences and international outreach. Are all these bloody signs really necessary?
Yeah, I guess maybe, because it's showing the depth is showing 12 inches. Maybe the little pictures. Hey, Jim, what's up? Brian?
Brenda's still here.
Yeah. Lance was here. He keeps popping in and out.
Yes, Jim, I did pick up some Boston creams earlier today. I made a special trip.
However, first and foremost, my warmest thoughts and feelings go towards you. My
All set up at 1:30, yeah. How's your fight? 5:22. So,
Yeah, they got a manual. Let me see. Yeah, that's the one that would work. See if they show me a measurement on this thing. There's two different sites. Might be what they're messing up these things. I didn't show you crap.
so that we shared with them our values. However,
The smaller safe would be perfect.
very small minority of us who went through all those selections positively. That number itself was very little.
They only have one of them.
You see freedom.
They make a smaller one. Let me look at Amazon.
No. So here. And now there is only a handful. Such a small bag. That's why I believe that our thoughts should go towards this huge majority millions of victims.
Well, the other thing you could do, Joe, would be message the company and tell them what size you have and what do they recommend they have.
Well, they have another one that's smaller. I just can't find it.
Just because they were.
And they have another one that would be perfect under that. But I can't find who's selling it.
Well, if you check with the manufacturer, they'll tell you who's got it. Or
Yeah.
you can order it direct from the manufacturer.
Well, here you go. I found one on Amazon that would work. I found one on Amazon that worked perfect.
There you go.
It's actually $20 cheaper.
It's by America, one silver. America, one silver. She was a Polish poetess. Very successful attempts at writing literature. She had an opportunity to hide the walls of the bedroom, but it was low in the marvelous light. Today, when I listen to her poem, I find it there's something that
Right, I'm dropping off now, lads. I've got an appointment to go to.
Okay.
Where are you going?
District nurse.
Still working on that stuff, huh?
Every day.
Sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you're feeling better soon, buddy.
Yeah. Well, it's healing. It's just not quite there yet. So
Well, everybody here is wishing you all the best, my friend.
thank you, Paul.
Yep.
Right. I shall see you later on today then.
Okay.
Okay.
she was sentenced to
I might just go over there and look at it and see.
Where? You talk about the one that's local.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, I don't know. What are you driving to Amazon's headquarters or what?
Yeah, the one local I might go look at. Just because it might be the sizes don't, they got two different sizes in the description. So it doesn't make sense. And it looks like it's a smaller size. It's just going to depend on the width, the height of it. Yeah, these companies don't know how to put the right sizes on these things.
Well, it's not the engineers that are doing that.
See, like this one right here is showing me 7-inch height, which makes sense. Saying width is 16. That makes sense. It looks right. 16.5. And then when you look at the one right next to it, it says depth is 7 inches, which is no way it's 7 inches. It says 7-inch height. It's deeper. It's deeper than the other one. And they're showing the same picture for all of them. So you can't really tell. Yeah, I'm dealing with 13 and a half inches wide and and the 14 and a half inches, like I said, the 14 and a half is an inch more. I could hang it over the end a little bit, don't matter to me,
Yeah,
because underneath the thing. And if I move the way my safe is, I might have enough gap that'll hang over anyway on both sides. Because it looks like I have that little gap in it. I can feel a gap. Yeah, I got the gap, but I don't have the gap in the back. Yeah, that would be perfect. I don't know where everybody's at today.
good question. It's a Monday.
That don't make sense. Nobody else on.
No, I know it. Doesn't make sense, does it?
Nope. Maybe they've all wore out from Fortnite over the weekend.
Could be they're all fortnighting it.
Yeah,
Because right now it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. No, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon over there where everybody
Laura?
is.
Yeah, but they were on almost 24/7 over the weekend. Every time I went on, looked at subscriptions, all four of them were on. Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes and I gotta get ready to run to Mandeville for 10 o'clock.
Going to Mandeville?
Yeah, I just gotta run to the high school and drop off those pictures, then I gotta go pick up the diapers, pick them up medicine. The only good news I heard this morning is it sounds like baby daddy's leaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she headed out with him yesterday and said he needs to go move.
Okay, Joe, well, what do you want to do? We want to close her down then?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, we only got 8 people watching and everybody, hey,
Yeah.
thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging with us.
I'll be there later.
We'll see everybody later today. 5 o'clock Eastern time. Bye for now, everybody. Thanks, Joe.
See you, Paul. Okay.